Hi everyone, my name is Jorey, and today I'm going to be teaching you a beginner yoga's routine. So I love yoga because it helps me de-stress and it's a great way to stretch. And you can do it in the comfort of your own home. I also love yoga because it's all about following your own journey. You don't need to be flexible at all to do yoga. So we're going to start in a child's pose. So for this, you're going to go on your hands and knees and position your knees as far as your mat with your big toes touching. You're just going to stretch your chest to the floor with your arms stretched out and just take a few breaths here. So you're going to inhale and exhale and relax your face. All right, so and if at all during the practice it's too hard for you, you can always come to child's pose to rest. So now we're going to come to our hands and knees, and we're going to perform cat-cow. So for this, you're going to inhale into cow position and lower your belly and stretch your head upwards. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your back. So we're going to perform a few of these. So inhale, lower your belly, and then exhale, stretch your back. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. So now we're going to come to plank position. So you're going to go on your toes. And you want to engage your entire body. So I like to think of pushing my heels to the back wall. Keep your arms strong, your head neutral. So you want to form one long line. Take a breath here. And now push back into downward dog. So you're going to move all the weight to the back of your legs. And you can just pedal your feet out here. You don't need to keep your heels on the ground. And if it's too tight, you can always bend your knees as far as you like. So just take a few breaths here. All right, now we're going to walk our feet to our hands. You can bend your knees as much as you like. Now we're going to come to mountain pose. So for mountain pose, you're going to keep your big toes together and your heels slightly apart. And you're going to want to keep your core engaged and tuck your tailbone under. And just keep your hands either to the side or in a prayer position. You can close your eyes and just breathe. So deep inhale and deep exhale. Do 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. So now we're going to move into tree pose. So we start right leg. Depending on your flexibility, you can either move it to the inside of your thigh, or you can move it down to your calf here. So I'm going to move mine to my inner thigh. See if I can do this without falling. That's a great part of yoga, is if you fall, you just get right back on up. So it's important to not keep your foot where your knee is. That can cause injury. And you want to try to make like an upside down L with your legs. Keep your hands in a prayer position here. Keep your gaze fixed at a point to help keep with your balance, and just take a few breaths here. All right, inhale. One more breath. Exhale. All right, so now we're going to move to the left leg. So remember, you're going to keep like an upside down L. If you want to advance a little bit further, you can keep your arms overhead like this. Keep your shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Exhale, great. So now we're gonna move back down to plank position. All right, so now we're back in plank position. You take a breath here. And now we're gonna push back down to downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet here again to further warm up your body. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. All right, so now we're gonna do a short little sequence. So you're gonna inhale as you raise your right leg, and then exhale as you bring it forward in between your front palms like this. And you're gonna transfer most of the weight to your front leg. You're gonna keep your back leg strong. And as you inhale, we're gonna go up into crescent pose. All right, so you wanna try to keep a straight line with your body. Always keep your core engaged. Take a breath here. And then with your next exhale, we're gonna twist the body. So you're gonna have your right arm over your leg, and then your left arm back, and you wanna try to keep your gaze to the back here. Take a breath. And if you fall, it's okay. Just get right back into position. And with your next exhale, we're gonna go back to the front position. Now we're gonna go into warrior two. So this back leg here, you're gonna position it parallel to the back of your yoga mat or your towel if that's what you're using. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, and keep going.
Okay, so see my back leg is parallel here. You wanna keep a bend in your right front leg and position your arms out into a T position. Keep your gaze forward to your front hand. And take a breath or two here. All right, so now we're going to straighten your front leg. We're going to go into triangle pose. So you're gonna keep your arms stretched out front. And now you're gonna bend forward. And if, depending on how flexible you are, you can bend just where your thigh is, or you can go all the way to the floor. You wanna position your body towards the middle. You just wanna stretch, and you can keep your gaze up top. Take a few breaths here. It's important to keep your back leg engaged as well. One more breath. All right, so come back up here, back into our T position, and now we're gonna bend our front leg again. We're gonna do reverse warrior. So you're going to put your back arm on your back thigh and just stretch backwards with your front arm over your head here. And do a couple breaths here. One more breath. All right, and for our last position in this sequence, we're gonna do an extended side angle pose. So you can put your front arm on your thigh here. Try not to put too much weight on it though. And we're gonna just stretch back up here. So this is kind of like triangle pose, but with your front leg bent this time. Depending on your flexibility, you can move to the floor here. And then keep your gaze up. We'll do 2 more breaths here. All right, so then come back up here. Now we're gonna go back into plank position. So you're gonna rotate your foot forward and then go down here. And then back into downward facing dog. All right, so take a breath or two here, just to slow your beating heart. I know I need to. And now we'll do that sequence on our left leg now. So So inhale as you bring it up. As you exhale, bring your leg in between your front palms. And as you inhale into crescent pose, helps with your balance a little bit more if you do it this way. Take a breath here. With your next exhale, we're going to twist back. One more breath. As you exhale, come forward. All right, so now we're gonna go back into warrior two. So now we're gonna move this back leg back so it's parallel with the mat. Stretch your arms into a T. We're gonna make sure they're engaged, so they're not sort of floppy. Keep it nice and strong. All right, so remember we're having a bend in our front leg here. 90 degrees if you can. All right, take one more breath here. All right, so now we're going to straighten this front leg. Go back into triangle pose. So now we're going to just lean forward, bring your arm down. So remember, we don't want to be pushing your body to this side. You want to try to position it in the middle, so you're leaning backwards. And then move your gaze upwards. Do a few breaths here. One more. Great, so now we're gonna move back up here and then bend your your left knee again. Now we're gonna do reverse warrior. So put your back arm on your back thigh and just lean back. One more breath. It's very important to breathe in yoga, as you can tell. All right, now for the last one, remember side angle pose. You can always put your arm on your thigh here. Stretch forward with your gaze to the front. And then when you're feeling warmed up enough, you can also try to put your arm to the ground. One more breath here. Now go back to warrior two position. One breath here. Then we'll go back to the plank position. All right, so we're almost done with our sequence here. So in plank position, we're gonna do a quick chaturanga. So for this, you can do a push-up into cobra like this, but if that's too hard to do a push-up, you can always just go to your knees and do a push-up on your knees. And then down into cobra like this, or you can just get to the floor however you need to from your plank position. So cobra pose, you're having your palms on both sides of you, and then you're just going to push up with the tops of your feet on the mat here. Just a nice little stretch for your core. Take one more breath here. You want to try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Great, so now that we're on the mat down here, we'll just stay here. We'll do one stretch to end the sequence. So you're gonna lie on your back. And you start with our right leg. And you're just gonna stretch it over the left side of your body. So you're taking your left arm, so we're just pushing down. You wanna try to keep your right shoulder on the mat if you can, and turn your head to the right as well. So the opposite way that your leg is going. Always remember to breathe in and out. We'll do one more breath here. Great, so now we'll move to the other side. So once again, you're gonna take your left leg, put your right arm where your knee is and just push it across your body. You're gonna keep your shoulder to the mat if you can, and your face to the opposite side of where your leg is going. Just take a few breaths. Close your eyes if you want to. Do one more breath. Great, so now we're in the perfect position to do Savasana. So this is sort of like the little reward for all the hard work you've just done. So you just want to sort of melt your body into the yoga mat. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your tongue. Have no tension in your body. You can keep your hands to the side, or you can rest them on your chest or your belly, whatever you're most comfortable with. And just close your eyes and allow yourself to not think about anything. Just focus on your breathing. So we'll do about 5 breaths here. One more. Great. So now just roll over to your side and gently push up. Come to a seated position. And this is just to say thank you for coming to this practice today. The hardest part was making it onto the mat, and you did that. So thank yourself and have a great day. We say namaste. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell icon to see our upcoming videos. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/communitynutrition.uofa. And you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at UA_EFNEP. If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at communitynutrition.uofa@gmail.com. See you later.